Talk and Try.
Ya, nama saya Amalia.
Nama saya Rauda.
Yup. Itu je introduction kita. Okay, so today's live we are going to talk about Jodoh. Is there such a thing as marrying up or down?
Yep.
Itu pun dah kena cakap sama-sama.
Sama-sama.
Correct. We also asked
our
Instagram followers on the topic lah. Will you marry up or down?
And we receive a lot of like overwhelming response on this. Like when we read every single response. Like wow, it's like.
Yeah, we read every single comments, we read every single view, so we want to thank everyone for giving their views lah. No judgment. We received by reading everything we gain perspective. Correct. We gain perspective from it. We learn from different point of views.
Yep.
And that's what we want to encourage thinking.
Yeah.
By the way, this podcast and live is brought to you by
My Luster and Course.
That's right. Okay, what do we mean by marrying up or down?
I think it's like in terms of qualification, financial apa? Sekali aku blank.
Financial stability.
And status.
Okay.
And even like some cases like race.
That is common perspective lah. So you were saying apa tadi? Status, education, and then financial race, which we are not going to touch on that. And then how about looks?
Oh, that is subjective though. Correct.
Yeah, but okay, dia macam okay. If you just break up from your boyfriend, kan? When you are in that relationship, after that relationship, you see your ex's punya current girlfriend, nanti you will judge a bit kan? Dia macam
correct. Dia macam nak
Are you dating down
or dating up?
Ya, kalau dia tak lawa je tu. You kalau dia tak lawa pun nanti dia cakap,
okay,
he downgrade.
Wow.
Kan? We do that. Everyone does. Correct. Yeah, we tend to judge, the ex's current girlfriend. We do that. So look is like marrying up or down. That's common perspective. But do you think it exists?
In terms of like marry up or down? It does lah, I think. To me lah. In one way or another.
Yeah, people don't want to acknowledge this, but I think yes, because when you bring someone to your parents, the first thing they will ask is,
kerja apa?
Yeah. Kerja apa? Correct. So if you are gonna say something that doesn't satisfy them, they will say, oh, tak nak belajar lagi. Tak nak
ambil
kerja
course
lain ke?
Correct.
Kan? It exists lah.
Correct. True.
Correct. And it's important to acknowledge this because according to, aku buat research sikit lah.
Wow, what's the research say?
According to this chief executive officer of Pak Tor Group, is apparently it's a dating app.
Oh, okay.
So he says
in Singapore.
Correct, in Singapore. He says that guys spend less than a second deciding on matches online, while girls spend 5 to 10 times longer.
Wow.
What does that tell you?
That means guys are just based on looks.
Correct. Dia kalau tengok perempuan ni, dia macam okay, cantik, boleh. Let's date this girl. Perempuan dia suka analyse. Dia macam dia ni tinggal mana, dia kawan dengan siapa, dia belajar kat mana, dia kerja apa, sampai lubang cacing dia cari kau.
Basically like background check lah.
Background check. We do all that. We analyse. That's our naluri seorang perempuan lah.
Yeah. So, we want to analyse things.
Correct. And I want to ask you first.
Sis takut.
Okay, with that common perspective kind of marrying up or down.
Yeah.
Will you marry up or down? Sebab I'm already married. So those who already know my husband and myself, we know lah the conclusion. But what about you?
Okay, I'm single. Still looking.
Yeah. We know you're single. Okay.
So my answer to that, right, actually, is to marry up. Yes. Because
Silence.
No. judging.
No. It's okay. We are not here to like
Judge lah,
to
actually.
judge.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's
We
my
will
own
talk about
views.
this.
It's my own views lah. So I thought about like a date that I went out with a guy. So basically, like he has a good job, earns quite good, but he has a diploma, right? But something doesn't feel right. I think it's the conversation. It's just like, just meh. Because kan, aku tanya dia current affairs question.
Sabar.
Ni first date
Kau
guys.
pergi first date, kau tanya the current affairs issues. Aku tak tahu siapa nak blame. Whether it's you.
Aku treat it as icebreaker je.
Hello. Icebreaker equals to like, what's your favourite food?
Oh my
What's your
gosh.
favourite movie? Kau tanya pasal current affairs. Okay, go on. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. And then his reply is he doesn't know lah about this issue. And then I asked him again, like, okay, like, do you see yourself like in 5 years time? Like, where do you see in a job perspective? Like, do you be a leader, be a manager or something like that? It's like, no, I'm quite comfortable with my current position. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then another actually and also right, to be honest lah.
Cop.
Apa
I'll
ya?
stop you there. Dia kerja apa?
Aku tak ingat babe. Aku rasa technician, but in an oil company lah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want him to, but what do you mean by career progression?
As in, to be a managerial level lah position, something like that, a leader lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the last thing is like, okay lah, looks lah.
So if that means if that guy doesn't know about current affairs and doesn't have a career progression, but if he's good looking, will you continue to date him?
I will consider again lah.
Damn.
Wow.
Aduh, nasib aku tak kenal kau dulu. Kalau tidak, rada. Okay. So what happened? I mean, after that, what happened?
We talked a bit, but and then no, nothing happened lah. It just stopped, and I get busy.
So once you see that that guy has no, doesn't fit your criteria.
Yeah, correct.
then-
And for me, like, actually, I don't waste my time lah. If I'm into like this guy, right, I will dedicate my time. But if not, right, I will just stop. Then don't waste each other time lah.
Are you looking for financial stability, babe?
Yeah, actually that's quite true actually. Yeah, financial stability, because it's very important lah. Like in a marriage, right, you want someone to be like does all the financial planning in a family. To be, I don't know even financial planning lah. So I'm quite boros. So it's good to have like someone to manage the finance. Correct. Is that how your marriage is like be?
Yeah, aku pun boros lah. So my husband yang manage the finance.
Right.
Yeah, but then why do you need financial stability from that person?
And that means like in the future, right, when we have like a family, that means I'm feel secure. Like like how to say
You feel you have that security.
Security, like
that you have a roof on top
on the
of you.
roof. Yeah, food basically. Correct, like electricity. And living in Singapore is so expensive. Correct. I feel lah. So I need to have some financial stability.
I see. I think when we read the IG story comments as well, many of them actually said that yes, they are okay to marry down as long as the guy will give assurance that they will support the family, give financial stability.
Okay.
So I think that's what women nak lah,
Correct.
kan? So yes, I will marry down, but
Right.
but okay, that's fair enough. I think there's nothing wrong with wanting to marry up, or if there's even such a thing as marry up. there's nothing wrong. I think we should respect each other's view, kan? And when we argue, we should also do it respectfully. So I'm not gonna judge you for that. I'm not gonna judge anybody who wants that as a criteria. Okay, I think it's fair enough.
Like, does finance actually spark argument in marriage?
Of course,
Right?
of course. Okay, the reason why people want it's not say better, but it's good to have common background or the both of you earn
A good decent amount.
of money, or even the guy earns more than you. It's good because lelaki yang kasih nafkah.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Correct, lelaki yang kasih nafkah. I mean, there's no way that perempuan boleh imamkan lelaki. So what does that tell you, kan? Yeah. And then for the guy pula, I think benda ni boleh usaha after marriage. Right? Regardless you marry down ke up ke, kalau dah kahwin, kalau ada kaya tapi tiba-tiba dia malas, and then tak nak bekerja, and then tak ada duit after that.
Yeah, correct.
So it
The wealth
doesn't
is gone.
define, yeah. For your financial stability tu actually datang dari usaha the both of you,
Correct.
not only the guy. Yeah. So
True.
correct. There's nothing wrong with thinking that way. It's fine. It's your point of view. It's good to have financial stability as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then how about you? Do you have like, I know you're married, but do you like in the past date someone who's like up or down?
In the past.
In the past.
I'm so sorry, husband. Okay, ni macam buka aib aku sendirilah.
Alamak, okay.
For the sake of this conversation, it's fine. Okay, in the past, of course, I've dated someone who's in a better school than me.
Better school as in?
As in, I was from poly, then the person is from university. You know, someone who's older and someone who is cleverer than me. But I realized that I do not want that kind of background.
Why?
Because I'm an alpha.
Right.
So kalau aku, my personality is very strong. As in, like, I will always want to be right, and then I will always want to be macam, if you tell me something, I will argue with it. I'll give you my opinion, and if that person doesn't agree,
He will fight you back.
yeah,
argue
dia
back.
macam panas tau. Dia macam
Fire and fire.
it will never end. And when we go home, it will still affect me lah. So it's not healthy in that kind of relationship. So I choose not to be with that kind of person. But I've also, okay, my ex was a dropout. Okay, and he was younger than me. So people always tell me that when we broke up, people always tell me that you need to marry up. And what they mean was marry up in terms of age lah. So kirakan their perspective is, if you get someone older,
It's more mature.
more mature, and then you're marrying up. So kirakan then tu aku macam like dating down lah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So they told me to marry up. But my husband is also younger than me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's younger than me. So I think that I am not marrying down. Because we talked about what we want in marriage. So to me kan, his characters and his behaviors matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Like like towards his parents, his families, all that.
Correct. Dulu my ideal man, it's always macam looks. It's terlanggam ni. My ideal man is always about looks. It's always about achieving good career progression. It's always about getting more pay. But after getting to know him, I feel that I want someone to keep me
Grounded.
Sebab there's one time yang I think bukan one time, many times when I actually talked about other people. Bergumpat lah tiba-tiba. Yes, I was complaining about other people. He actually said that you need to belajar kenal orang tu. Yeah. So what he said was jangan fikir diri tu bagus.
Oh.
He didn't say in that tone lah. He was like you jangan fikir diri tu bagus. You kena belajar kenal orang tu. So he's trying to tell me to have empathy.
To be in someone else's shoes lah.
Correct.
Right?
So that's the kind of character I want in a husband. So that's why I marry him.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, and there are many things that contribute to it lah.
So just now you say like the society, right? Does society plays a part in like choosing whether you marry up or down, like judge you, correct?
Of course they will judge you lah. Like tadi kita cakap pasal our parents themselves will actually ask what apa kerja apa semua kan. I think what they want is actually the best for you.
Correct, yeah.
Correct. What they want is actually the best for you. I think it's fine. But ultimately you need to know what you want in a marriage.
That means I must list down.
Yeah. I think from day one until this episode, I keep on telling people to list down things.
So many lists to list
Yeah,
down.
okay. Tell me what is your ideal man?
Wow. Okay.
Kau kena cari notes lah sekarang. What's your ideal man?
Okay, my ideal man actually, okay lah, I'll judge on character first lah. Character and then looks.
It's fine.
Also.
It's fine.
Yeah. But also I want someone like this man to be teaching me in like example like pushing me lah to be a better person, worldly affairs and afterlife. Yep. And also I feel like communication is key lah in this relationship. Like I can talk to you like normal, like not your current affairs lah, like everyday normal, like what do you eat or anything lah basically, because you're gonna live with this like guy forever, right? So yeah, that's what I look for lah in a way. Ideal man.
Does this guy have to macam like whatever you like?
No lah, I don't think he can like whatever I like. I also cannot be like whatever he wants, right? Actually macam does compliment each other? Does it even exist? I don't know.
So you want chemistry?
Yes, chemistry.
Okay.
Communication and chemistry lah.
Okay, what if I tell you that there's a man out there who will have chemistry with you, but doesn't have the other criteria that you want, which is the marrying up thing?
I will revise my list again.
Which is true.
Right.
Actually, ultimately, it's the conversation, it's the chemistry we have that person. So actually, kirakan this education, this qualification, this status doesn't matter.
Correct.
Right? It's how.
It's just like a first glance. You know, like how you hantar your CV, right?
Correct. So, okay, I'm gonna help you find this ideal man, okay?
Please help.
Okay, you need to list down. First, you need to list down what you want, right? So you were saying that you want to find someone who can help you in the akhirat. Correct? So, where do you think you can find this man?
Kelas agama.
Exactly. So you know already. So you cannot find this man in a nightclub.
Yeah lah, of course.
Correct?
Yeah.
In nightclub, where aku cakap. Okay, yeah. So if you're going to find, if your ideal man is like a footballer, kan? Takkan kau nak pergi cari dekat mall. I mean, you may find lah, but yeah.
Carilah kat stadium.
If you want to find someone who can help you diet,
Keep fit lah.
keep fit.
Carilah kat gym.
Yes. Yeah. So
Correct.
kita kena usaha. It's like when you're applying for
A job.
When you're applying for a job, you need to look for the job.
Like you go out and look for a job. That means like I must look out.
Yes.
For
You
guys.
cannot just sit down. Is that what you're doing? Just waiting around,
Tak lah. I got no time.
girl. Okay.
I need to make time.
Okay. Yeah. All I'm saying is look. Make the effort to look for what you want. and be realistic.
Mhm.
Yeah, you cannot say that I want Syafiq Kyle.
Tu kau.
Aku lah. Yeah, I mean like that kind of
Yeah.
expectations lah. You cannot say that I want to marry Nectar.
Yeah. So kira macam at least lower down your expectation. So it won't disappoint you lah. Correct.
Yes, talking about expectation. You know, according to the Instagram comments that we get, the marriages actually work for them. Yeah.
Even marry down.
When you're marrying down. Because because they learn how to put in effort in a marriage.
Correct. Actually, it's a teamwork kan.
Correct. It's a teamwork. Of course, there will be arguments along the way, but it is ultimately how you solve the problem. You know that if you marry someone with lower salary than you, there will be a time when that person will actually say, the husband will actually say to you, I tahu lah you earn more than me. Kan, I tahu lah you gaji besar, I tahu lah you belajar tinggi.
So how does the woman reply? Like how suddenly your husband ungkitkan that issue, right? Then how am I supposed to
How
reply?
will you reply?
I don't know.
Actually, of course,
Is it because like in the midst of anger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
It's just it's a matter of whether you want to have that kind of conversation in the marriage. You need to have your boundaries. To be honest, I have that kind of conversation, but it was before I got married.
Okay.
Something happened, and then he was like, yelah, I tahu lah you gaji je ni, I gini ni. And
What was your response then?
I set boundaries.
Okay.
I said I do not want to hear that anymore.
Right.
Yes.
That's good
Because his criteria of a perfect woman is different. My criteria of a perfect man is different, and we complement each other, and we learn to deal with it. Yeah, we put in effort for it.
So basically marriage is like hard work also lah.
Yeah, it's this topic is not it's not, we don't need to be so emotional about this topic lah, because marriage is not an emotional thing. It's an investment for you, kan? And of course, but do you have like anybody who you macam date up ke apa ke?
No, not I don't know of though. Like someone date up or
No, for you.
For me?
Do you ever like date someone who has better qualification or same as you?
Yeah, I dated someone on par with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does that
It's
go along?
okay. It goes on quite well, but it boils down to there's no chemistry. Or basically like there's no jodoh. Like you can have the criteria of this guy, like wow, it's like it fits everything. But if there's no jodoh, then that's it, no jodoh.
Okay. So that means it goes down to what kind of man do you want lah.
Yeah, that means ada lah. Every year aku kena tukar checklist aku.
What do you mean every year kena tukar checklist? How dah? Okay. Oh, and another thing, when we were at the topic about the guy telling you that you have a better degree, blah 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 blah. Another thing that we need to learn is to become smart woman, not by writing or what lah, but kalau nak jadi isteri, kena jadi seorang isteri yang bijak.
Okay, how that goes? Like
when you argue with your husband, you argue properly lah. You know that you can actually pujuk your husband in a way. Man has ego, okay?
okay.
They don't want you to tell them things. So what they want is actually for you not to talk back at them. Faham tak?
Kira-kira macam don't bruise their ego or
Don't bruise their ego lah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you need to learn how to put in effort that way. Yes, you need to apa ni? whatever you say just don't make them feel that they are losing their masculinity.
Oh, right. So in a way, like
Masculinity.
so in a way, like you understand how you understand your partner. So in a way, like you want the problem to be solved, right? So you know the ways to like lemburkan hati, so everything goes well. So there's your own way lah, kan, right? To just pujuk. Yeah.
And we need to learn to lower down our expectations.
Even after marriage.
Even after marriage. Do you agree?
I don't know, man. I think so. Or like in what expectation? Like macam you want to have bigger house or have a car. So like maybe previously your lifestyle like that. So when you married with someone, then your lifestyle change accordingly, something like that.
Apa kau berbual?
Tak tahu. Expectation apa? Like maybe I'll have a helper back then before I get married.
No. Okay, what I'm talking about the expectation is actually apa kau? Kenapa?
Katal.
Kau dah cari garo. My God. Okay. Stop.
Okay, back to the question.
Okay.
Expectation.
Wait. Just now you were saying about yang pasal lifestyle. Kan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So is that expectation you were talking about or different kind of expectation?
Different kind of expectation. Okay, like that was lah. Macam for example, you apa kau buat? Dulu you brought up with a helper. Kan? And then when you want to get married, you expect a helper as well. Kan? But what if your husband cannot afford it?
Yeah. Then you have to adjust accordingly, right? With your household, like manage finance.
Correct. But it's up to you lah. Kan? It's up to you how you want to deal with it, whether you want to lower down that kind of expectation or not. Yeah, but what I mean by expectation is expectation of the guy. What you need to do is to actually encourage your husband. Encourage him. For example, if you are saying that macam that guy has you can't talk about current affairs with that guy, then encourage him lah. Let's watch the news together. Let's read together.
Like do something like you both enjoy. Like learn each other lah in a way.
Sebab tu kena jadi isteri kena bijak. Yeah.
Pandai ambil hati suami.
Ambil hati. Correct. To me that's not stooping down. To me that's encouraging.
So they just want to know each other lah in a way, correct?
Yeah. We need to know each other. A marriage is a process, kan?
So it's not about like qualification anymore. Finally, it's just like normal day-to-day conversation, like knowing each other, knowing your character. Yeah, it goes.
Correct. So if you lower down your expectation, and then be more realistic to it, and then things can work out. I think the most important attribute in a man is actually how he deals with anger.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah?
I scared. Oh, yeah.
Kan? There's nothing bearing up or down about it, but what you need to look for is actually his management, how he reacts when he's angry, and then how apa nama dia? His patience lah, kirakan. And then his responsibility lah. Like how he will take care of you or your children later, kan?
Correct. So talking about anger or character, right? People say like when your personality is different when you're outside and at home, correct? Macam you're at home, you just like like selekin semua keluar. That one you have to handle, right?
I would like to believe that when you go for group dating, that means go out with him, with his friend, you will know his true colours. With you, different tau.
Kan?
Dengan orang lain, dia lain. So maybe that will help you. Kan? And also, it's good to actually size people up that way. You go for group dating, and when you know that person, you need to ask him questions that will affect your future.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a list of questions?
You can download it actually.
Is it?
Yeah. You can actually go on Google, and then after that you can actually download premarital questions to ask your partner.
Wow, really? Like, there's a lot of questions. I should bring this on my first date.
Dia ada 20. Kau tak learn lesson
Masih
Kau
no.
dah tak nak current affairs, dia tanya pasal premarital questions. No, these premarital questions you ask like after the third, fourth date lah.
Okay.
Pelan-pelan, slowly. Kesian. Yeah, these premarital questions will actually include things like macam, what do you think of credit card?
Ooh,
How will you manage your
alright.
children?
Mm-hmm.
So you ask your partner, and if those things macam sama with you kan, sama with your prinsip, and then you're good to go, man.
Alright.
If not, you can always talk about it.
like, have a discussion lah.
Yeah,
Right?
it's work in progress.
Yeah, man. That's very good. Okay, later share with us lah.
Yeah, that's what I meant by lower down the expectation. Yeah, because according to stats, kalau bacakan stats ni
Wow.
to be honest, 76,000 graduate females aged 25 to 29 in 2018. And there are only 60,300 graduate males in the same age range.
Wow. There are more smarter females.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good thing to celebrate,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
But yeah, I think marrying up or down ni shouldn't be sized by that lah.
Correct.
Correct? Okay, so we know what we want. Lower down the expectation. Go for group dating. And marrying up or down, a man or a woman, in fact, shouldn't be sized by that.
Right.
Kan, shouldn't be sized by education or what. Kan?
Correct.
But I've heard this before. In order, why women prefer to marry up because of this lah. When you apa aku berbual, the man actually has to give nafkah, right,
Yeah.
to the woman
Monthly, right?
mentally. Yeah, so that marks his leadership actually.
Correct.
When you're talking about financial stability,
yes,
right?
Correct.
You earn like 5,000 a month ke, your husband earn like 1,000 a month ke, dia tetap kena kasih nafkah because he is the leader. And there's no way that perempuan boleh imamkan lelaki.
Correct.
Yeah, so no matter
So
what,
that's how, like, the Islamic perspective lah.
yeah, no matter what, he is the leader.
Yeah.
Correct?
The head of the family.
Head of the family. So you have to respect each other. Can? Yeah. Okay. So Jodoh is marrying.
Is there such a thing as married
Yeah,
up?
is there such thing as marrying up or down? Of course, it exists, right?
Yes, it is.
Cuma, this debate will never end.
It
And-
all boils down to your own career criteria or like own perspective on it. Correct. Yeah.
It will never end until everyone realize that jodoh is not your end goal in life.
Wow. Yes.
Kau faham tak?
Macam
Because you need to understand that jodoh ni is from Allah, and however we we'll deal with marriage, however we deal with our problems or financial problem will be accounted later lah in akhirat. So kira marriage ni is actually a vessel for you to get into heaven.
That's a nice way to put it.
So marrying up or marrying down, it shouldn't matter to you,
Doesn't matter.
as long as the both of you work things out to get into your end goal, which is
China?
yeah. Oh my god, finally. Oh my god. Yeah, I hope we've given everyone different perspective of
Yeah.
things lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. That's it.
Balik kau boleh tidur.
Aku tidur. Buat checklist besok lah.
Okay, we love to know your comments, kan? We love to know your comments and your view on things. You can still DM us. It's still ongoing.
Yep.
Oh, and we just opened up Telegram.
Oh, nyari. Today just open up.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah. So you can actually get updates about our life, about podcasts, about anything and everything in the Telegram.
Yeah. Let's
Correct.
just search. Apa?
Search, type and
and thrive.
thrive. Correct. And this episode will also be uploaded on
Podcast.
That's right.
Podcast
The
Spotify.
podcast lah. Podcast
betul.
Spotify sama lah.
Yeah, sama.
Podcast
Same.
Spotify. Alright. You can download, you can stream it, whatever you
Yay.
want to do. Or if you want to see our faces, you can always go to
Facebook.
It will still be there. Sudah lah.
Okay.
Okay, this podcast and live is brought to you by
My Luster and Cause.
Bye.
Bye.